This video is sponsored by RKTF University, Radisson Blue.
Good morning, I'm Vidusha Agarwal and you're watching News Flash. Today is the 28th of July and we have a lineup of crucial stories touching every corner of the globe, from the latest developments in politics to groundbreaking advancements in technology. French police have opened an investigation into death threats against 3 Israeli athletes participating in the Paris Olympics. Amid the ongoing Israel-Hamas war and mounting anti-Semitism in France and elsewhere, Israeli athletes have increasingly come under threat. Now, the athletes received messages via phone and email threatening to repeat the 1972 Munich massacres. Hezbollah has evacuated positions in southern and eastern Lebanon following Israeli threats of reprisals for a deadly strike on the annexed Golan Heights, a source close by to the group said on Sunday. Now, Israeli Defense Minister Yoav Gallant vowed to hit the enemy hard after rocket fire from Lebanon killed 12 miners in Majd al-Shams, raising fears that the Gaza conflict will spread. Months after quitting China's Belt and Road Initiative, the BRI, Italy and China signed a 3-year economic agreement on Sunday. The deal was formalized during Italian Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni's visit to China, aiming to reset economic relations between the two countries in the post-BRI era. Israeli negotiators have held the latest round of talks with Qatari, US and Egyptian mediators for a ceasefire in the Gaza Strip and the release of all hostages. This multi-party effort aims to find a resolution amid ongoing conflict and humanitarian concerns. After Bangladeshi police detained 3 leaders of the movement against Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina, the protesters have threatened to resume their agitation. Earlier this month, the protests that erupted against Bangladesh's erstwhile contentious quota system turned into a mass movement against Hasina's rule. Venezuela is heading to the polls on Sunday, where longtime ruler Nicolas Maduro faces a significant challenge from joint opposition candidate Edmundo Gonzalez. Now, while the elections are considered the most free in decades, there have been crackdowns on the opposition. Even though Democrats have regained much of the lost ground since Vice President Kamala Harris replaced Joe Biden as the presumptive nominee, Donald Trump is still leading in crucial battleground states. A bunch of states that have a history of swinging between Democrats and Republicans are called battleground states in the United States. Italy's Prime Minister Giorgia Meloni is on an official visit to China this week to try to reset relations as fears of a trade war with the European Union are interwoven with its continued interest in attracting Chinese investment in auto manufacturing and other sectors. Supporting the Israeli stand, US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said that there is every indication that the rocket has killed 12 children in Israel-controlled Golan Heights and was fired by Hezbollah. It is time for a break now. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
इस तरह आरकेटीएफ विश्वविद्यालय राज्य और देश के आधुनिक और उच्च विश्वविद्यालयों में से एक है। RKTF University, a world-class university. Education glorifies nation.
Bangladesh's Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina sought cooperation from Japan to swiftly reopen the 2 damaged metro stations at Mirpur 10 and Kazipara. The rail stations were damaged during the nationwide quota protest that rocked the country, forcing the Hasina administration to put the nation on curfew. The Philippines Foreign Ministry accused China on Sunday of mischaracterizing an agreement between them that allowed the unimpeded supply of Filipino troops stationed on a beached naval vessel in the South China Sea. Vice President Kamala Harris's campaign has raised $200 million since she emerged as the likely Democratic presidential nominee last week, an eye-popping haul in her race against the Republican nominee, former President Donald Trump. The campaign, which announced its latest fundraising total on Sunday, said the bulk of donations, 66%, comes from first-time contributors in the 2024 election cycle and were made after President Joe Biden announced his exit from the race and endorsed Harris. A day after 3 students died while drowning at the coaching center, the MCD sealed the basements of coaching centers in Delhi's old Rajendra Nagar area, a hub of preparatory centers for the civil services exam. Chief Justice of India D.Y. Chandrachud on Sunday said the trial judges prefer playing safe by not granting bail on important issues of crime when it is looked at with a degree of suspicion. The Chief Justice underlined the need for a sense of robust common sense to look at the nitty-gritty of each case. The deaths of 3 students at an IAS coaching institute in West Delhi's old Rajendra Nagar has triggered a major protest in the area. Irate students held demonstrations outside the Rao coaching center, where 3 students lost their lives after getting stuck in a basement that flooded due to heavy rains. Legendary freedom fighter Subhash Chandra Bose's grandnephew Chandra Kumar Bose on Sunday appealed to Prime Minister Narendra Modi to bring back the mortal remains of Netaji from Japan's Renkoji by August 18. He also said a final statement should come from the central government on the matter so that false narratives about Netaji are laid to rest. That's all for the headlines of the day. For more updates, download the app and keep watching Rhythm.